pictures. I forget where I was at. Hey everybody, it's Robert and you're watching Sidestep Adventures. This is going to be a really fun day. We're about to get started exploring. So I'm out here with Daniel, who you remember from another video. We're out here with Omar, Brian, and Cody, and also Matt, who's taking us around today. So this is going to be a great video. We're going to explore some really cool things. So let's get started.
This home was built in 1900. It has a cotton shed, a blacksmith shed, and an addition on the back that was put on in I think the 70s, but the main structure right out front, built in 1900. It even has a dugout underneath that was kind of like their storm shelter. When things would get hairy, rather than stay inside, they'd get all the kids and under the house in a little pit that also acted as like a root cellar.
Wow.
And I can remember my grandmother telling me stories of having to crawl under there as a child, and she said it was not a fun experience. But all this used to be cotton land, obviously. During the early 1900s, they could say they could stand here and see the train go by in Ellerslie, and that's about a mile and a half, 2 miles away that way. If you stood in the right spot, you could see the train go by. So it was just all cotton land and sharecroppers and poor folks, basically.
Is anything from the well still there, or is it all?
When they control burned wood.
Oh man.
This is where they would store the cotton. I think it had a bigger door on it when they first built it, because they had to get the bales out somehow, and they would transport the bales to the depot up in Ellerslie, and they would get on the train from there.
Wow.
The floor is actually pretty solid in there, but there's probably some bees.
Cool. So when does this building date to?
I'm sorry?
Is this 1900 as well?
Early 1900s, yes. And I'm sure all this lumber came from right out here somewhere.
Yeah.
Another thing that, I believe it was her brother. He lived until his late 90s, and he was a little younger than her. And he said, walking to school and traveling around, you would be walking, you'd hear a sawmill running. You wouldn't even get out of earshot of that sawmill before you could hear another one coming up. That was how many sawmills were out here. It was always, you could hear one running, because back at the turn of the century, this place was, we had a dealership for, I think, Ford up there in Ellerslie. Lots of churches, lots of growth. I guess people escaping Columbus like they do now.
Right.
Wow, that's neat. I never realized how big Ellerslie has been.
Yeah, it was around 1828.
Wow.
For the post office was down there. So that's how they said it.
Well, I guess that's what
Well, it's not very old.
screw top.
Yeah, I just saw it under there.
The first tree up here, there's like a little bulge hanging out, and that used to be where people would tie their horse.
Oh,
It
really?
used to be down here, but as the tree's grown, it's gone up the tree, and you can hit it with a metal detector and it'll ding.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like an eye hook or something, some kind of bolt.
You could tell I'm from California.
Oh, cool.
Point it, so.
What is that? So this is the blacksmith shop, right?
Yeah. Is that where you would like cook the stuff?
Heat the metal. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
What is it?
the inlet for where the billow would go in,
Oh,
and then it would heat it up.
that's cool.
I'm trying to find the name that was inscribed on it. Well, I may have took it. Yeah. Old drawing right there. Ooh.
There's a black widow and a brown widow.
Yeah. Spider there all over it. Oh, scared me.
Sounds of that log.
I just saw that.
And almost a little pine log.
A rough-hewn lumber up there.
Oh yeah, you can see the axe marks.
Yeah.
Y'all need to be careful. Y'all need to watch out.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I don't know if you guys can see this on video, but right there where my finger is, Daniel's just covered in baby ticks.
About the size of a flick of pepper.
Yeah,
And there's
that's
probably
insane.
200 of them on there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the alcohol out. Rub them down.
Yeah. Omar, you're gonna have ticks. Just a slight interruption.
Some precautionary measures. You know, afterwards.
This portion back here was added on later, much later, and she kind of rented it out to her sister and other people. Hey, this could be a little hairy.
So how long has it been since someone has lived here?
Oh, she died, I believe, in 95 or 96. So it's been since then. I can remember coming here as a child, eating popcorn in this kitchen.
Oh, wow.
And a stove here, a little table here. And she would cook the popcorn on the top of the stove. And I thought that was kind of cool as a kid.
So this part's an addition, right? The kitchen?
I believe this is all the main section. And the new
Okay.
section starts right here. Right there.
I gotcha.
Of the New York section.
And look at all the wavy glass in the window too.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
There's a picture of a wild coyote just making its way out by us.
Yeah.
If anyone's interested, that scuttle hole is up in here.
Oh,
Don't want to take a peek.
all right.
Yeah. Scuttle hole slash open.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Nope.
Yeah, there's one that I can have it with me. Yeah. And bats have it.
Watch out for the fiberglass.
I see it. Okay, push against my back so I don't fall. Thank you. I think I got it. I'm still too short, but the GoPro can get it. Did he show it today? No. Modernization of the ceiling. It's a drop ceiling, so you've got the original ceiling up there, and then at some point it was modified with shingles. Man, I absolutely love the colors
Oh yeah.
in these old farmhouses. I tell you, this room in particular looks just frozen in time.
Yeah.
This is an animal.
Oh yeah. This is actually belongs to me. They said I could have it, but nowhere to get it out, or scared if I roll it that way, it's gonna fall through the porch,
Oh yeah.
and I have nowhere to put it, at the moment. So I did some research on it, and I contacted the piano store, and he was like, because I didn't even know what I had. I told him the brand name and all that, and he was like, yeah, by the time you got it restored, I don't know what his definition of restored would be, but you'd probably spend as much as it's worth. So,
Yeah.
but it was an old player. Right there.
That's cool.
Made in New York.
Do you know the age of it?
1912, he said.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's got a big brass plate in there.
Oh.
Got all the patents on it.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
That is cool. Yeah.
That room was what they always called the parlor, and the piano sat right in here to your left. And my cousins, when they would all come to visit, they were from out of town. We'd have to come see Aunt Evelyn and see where it sat right there.
Oh wow.
And she would make everyone play a song. And while we did that, the cousins that weren't playing would sit on these couches watching the mice run the floor. And that we got a kick out of that.
Yeah.
Can you imagine this house in those days when it was all just flat cotton fields around? I'm not
Beautiful.
That is cool. I like the couches too.
Yeah.
I always think of an old house like this, thinking how spoiled we are with electricity, air conditioning, ceiling fans.
Absolutely.
You know, and they built these houses to function as a breezeway, and open one door and this door, and the wind would draw through. I mean, they designed them to function without any of that stuff that we have.
Right.
Large windows, floor to
Yeah.
ceiling windows.
Yep.
high ceilings so that
The heat stayed up
Yeah.
high.
I was in an old house the other day, and it was it was a hot day, hot Georgia day like it's been, and it's cool inside the house because it's just
Yeah.
designed for airflow. And I mean, this is cool right here. If you stand right here, you can just feel the air coming in through that screened-in door.
We used to have little glass doorknobs all through this house, but somebody's came and gotten all those.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, yeah.
Calendar is from 1985.
That's Hey,
How old were you in 1985?
staying happy.
Sperm cell.
14. All I got were like.
I was nothing.
Oh, that's cool.
Sears. Tower Pisa, down below it.
Yeah.
Just
The top part of it, yeah.
on the radio.
How old were you, Robert, in 85?
30.
Benjamin Button.
Yeah.
It's crazy how things go.
Yes, it is.
downhill.
So fast.
Very quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in worse shape than last time I was here, which was was.
A couple years, 7, 8 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
So this is the newer part of the house we're about to walk into.
Step into my office, sir.
Oh, all right.
I'm gonna go for my house.
Think that there's any good comics in the paper?
Maybe. There's another kitchen. Oh, look. Come on.
Oh shit.
That Volkswagen van was only $9.95 back then.
It's a total.
No, I think that's the real deal.
It's die cast. It wasn't made.
That's cool. Another bathroom here.
There you go. I got to hang at the shop.
Yeah. 21 window deluxe. Sawmill.
Hey, that tells you how old it is and what.
It's possible.
Connect areas.
Oh yeah, sure enough. Katie the cow.
Yeah, that's the OG.
Yep.
On the porch over here, there's actual like big giant stacked rocket steps instead of poured steps or concrete
no.
steps.
Set right here and down there.
Oh yeah. That's cool.
That was not a one-man job.
Right? That's neat.
Not 100% sure where the little dugout was. There's a little mound of dirt right here. Underneath. I don't know what's in there though. Yeah, I saw it. Check out that engineering. Give me some little pebble.
Oh wow, yeah. And just a log with the bark still on it. Man, that's cool.
Top part's been cut off.
Yeah. That's one thing I always like doing on this sort of thing is looking under the houses. So you can see, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That old cabin that's out in the field that they tore down.
Yeah.
It had one side like this. It was like one kind of flat rock, and it came to a perfect point, and the seal was sitting on that point.
Oh.
I'm thinking, man, y'all couldn't find some more rocks? Start
Right.
stacking them up.
One piece jumpsuit.